Hey, in this video I'm going to talk about how to rewrite your program, and we're gonna do this easily because there's a lot of information here. So rewriting your subconscious, your neuroplasticity, all this stuff is very interesting but complex. I got this question from Universe, and I thank you for your question. It says, can you talk a little bit more about how we can access, tune, and manipulate our own modulators? So I'm talking about the modulators would be your basically chakras that emit certain frequencies. The interference of these frequencies is creating the life force patterns that are then seen as expressions. Okay? We will go into that. And the other part of that question is, in another video you talked about trauma and closing behavioral loops with analogy of closing tabs on the screen. I like this idea but find it difficult to act on this information. For sure, this is not a small feat. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I'm gonna ask my chatbot. So, hey man, can you please tell me what is the name of this movie with Adam Sandler where he's overcoming his trauma and becoming authentic, and he has Jack Nicholson acting as an eccentric psychotherapist? Let's see if my guy does it.
The movie you're thinking of is Anger Management, 2003. Adam Sandler plays a man with repressed anger issues, and Jack Nicholson is the unconventional and eccentric therapist who helps him confront his emotions and overcome his challenges.
Sweet. So I actually encourage you to see this. It's a very light, charming comedy about growing up and kind of integrating the shadow or working through the limitation of the nervous system that was like previous trauma. Okay, so Adam Sandler in this movie is somebody who's kind of like a little bit arrested in their development. We're a little bit stunned. And then in order to find our true voice, in order to actualize in life, in order to become authentic expressions of ourselves, we have to face some kind of limitations and fears, or we can just continue to avoid life and really compensate and kind of work around those. So it's called anger management, so it implies that the main topic is, I don't know, Adam Sandler is the main protagonist, was having like anger issues, but it's not just about anger. It's about becoming who you're meant to be. And I'd say this is a very cute movie that explains how we can transform from the inherent state of our neuroplasticity, because everybody, okay, human state is so vulnerable. We will experience limitations, okay? And when I say how our neuroplasticity is formed, nervous system wants to keep me safe in my environment. So if I bump into a wall, I might start to have a reaction where when I see walls, I don't want to go close because my body remembers that hurt. But now these walls, they don't need to show up as a physical, okay, trauma. The brain is mapping in my external reality whatever objects show up, and sees also then people and circumstances, and it's kind of mapping sculptures. So it's creating visual images of where my body is and what the surroundings are. So if you have trauma bumping to a wall, that's cool, but psychologically you may hit the walls because people don't love you and support you and show you kindness in your journey. From early age, when, I don't know, we're being bullied in elementary school, or we're like, our parents don't really show us enough attention. It does not need to be somebody hitting you with a stick all the time saying you're not good, you're not good, you're not good. Because if I would be hitting you with a stick all the time, then your body would create in this environment, surviving in this environment would be, okay, I don't ever want to show up because I will be hit with a stick, so I better keep it shut. You see? But then if you're just not seen, then you're like, actually craving attention. I want to share my stuff, but nobody's seeing me, so I feel like unseen. You see? And these are then molded into behavioral patterns. So to understand the development of your operating system, I'm not even an expert for that, but there are stages. Okay? And you can read books on psychological development and you will find out. But stages go from early stages of development, where you're basically a baby, or even prenatal, where you just need to be held in a safe space, and then you're breaking out slowly. So 2 years, 4 years old, 6 years old, 8 years old, etc. You're building up, you're becoming more and more of a independent animal, okay? And you can go into the world and you can touch things and try things, and then every time you hurt yourself, you need safety, so you can process that, and then you need to try again, try again, try again. So the more we grow up, our experiencing, interfacing with reality becomes more and more complex. And when we talk about neuroplasticity, if you want to change something that you just need to re-entrain your habits as an adult, but you have a solid foundation that when you went into the world and you interface with others as a 4-year-old, for example, you're accepted in a society with your peers, with other 4-year-old kids, and you learn how to play, and maybe you had some push and pull. This is my toy. No, give me, this is my toy. This is my toy. All of this is learning. Yeah. But if there are stunned aspects in these earlier phases, then we go to the next phase of life and we adapt with what we have. So sometimes talking about neuroplasticity is not, sometimes it's really easy to release even a trauma that's from a fresher period of life, more recent. But if that trauma on the baseline level caused that all of our behavioral patterns and neuroplasticity is installed so that we adapt to life, like always walking around the wall, always walking around the fire, we might be always walking around people, always walking around opportunities, because something in the early phase didn't make us feel safe and accepted, and then encouraged us to go and explore in a way that we know. Every time, like, I break off from, baby, from the mama, then needs to go into the world a little bit, then return to the mama. Okay? Breastfeed. And then go a little bit more into the world, then return to the mother. Then go a little bit more, then return. Then finally, some rites of passage when you're already being an adult, you're separating. You're going into life, you're going on a trip, you're going into your career, you're becoming independent. So these bonds are slowly stretching, and then you have more elasticity. So you're seeking comfort, and then the comfort becomes possibly in adult age, not your mom's or parent, whoever was that role, okay, but mom, she brings you up in her uterus, so you're really connected, okay, and then you start to slowly, create more elasticity in how far you can go, and then the parent is replaced later by whatever keeps you comfortable. So you may find, for example, an addiction that keeps you comfortable, like I'm addicted to this toy, and actually, I cuddle with Mr. Sonic and that helps me go to sleep, even as an adult. Or this might be smoking a cigarette or having beers or whatever. Or you can find that inside of yourself, okay? Like you can make the self, this will be ultimately adulthood, you make the self, the I am, the supplier, okay? Because from the I am, you can call in frequencies into this modulator, into this machine, okay? So let's go and talk about modulators a little bit. What are grooves? What are frequencies? How is my voice here being emitted? Vocal cords vibrate because my brain tells them to do so? No. It is the will of the I am that reverberates into space, creating a quantum jiggle that is then also projected as energy vibrations. And then also you can call that sound. It also connects to your body, to your vocal cords, and starts to play this instrument that is your body. But your will, is expressed as a power that emits into the space and becomes vibration. Okay, so literally as you're speaking, you're willing things. So your voice is a powerful instrument, and then this voice connects to different oscillators. So if you go and people are having like this choir practice, so they will have tenors and sopranos, or I'm not sure how to say this in English. Okay, they will have different vibrational levels of voice. So we're tuned in even differently. And so these people also then vibrate on different chakras, but you can have somebody who can vibrate them all. Okay, your oscillators, your chakras, they're basically emitters of your expression, and your expression is a sound sculpture that's always shape-shifting and going through your body and then makes you puppet alive. I'm just trying to explain it visually because I'm not sure what the word is for that, but it's a groove. Literally, you're a groove. Your soul melody, you have a unique groove. And the groove becomes a physical expression also. But before it's physical expression, it's a vibration. So now you have your neuroplasticity. And think about this. This neuroplasticity helps you interface with reality. How you interface with reality? You experience something and then you react to it. Okay. You experience something, you react to it. Hey, nice to see you. Hey, nice to see you too. Okay, so we want to be soulful, passionate, expressive. The more that we can express, the more free and authentic we can be, and self-actualized we can be. Okay, it's not about how much money in your bank account, or it's like partner is beautiful or kids are beautiful, but actually you may be in all these circumstances, like have a beautiful spouse, beautiful kids, but something is jammed up inside of you. The more you're authentically being able to express, the more you will feel elevated, and just the passion, the life force, the groove can flow through your puppet. The more energized you feel, the better you feel, the healthier you are. So all of that. So how to then tackle these neuroplasticities and oscillate and modulate? So first of all, let's understand it can be complex. Trauma can be complex. Operating system functioning behavioral patterns can be complex. Sometimes it can be like there is a acupressure point and you go into a catharsis and your body release it all. And so there are different types of healers, there are different types of people that know these specific things. Okay, I can't know everything, so this is why the I Am creates itself to be all kind of people with all kind of professions. And your specific condition of your specific unique troubleshooting of your nervous system, what needs to be pressed there, what needs to be tweaked there will be a perfect healer for you, and you will be guided to them. Life is smart in this way, so just you will be guided to the people that can say exactly the right thing or press exactly the right button to kind of like shake it out if it needs to be shaken out, if it needs to be rationalized or talked through with the psychotherapist, whatever. You will be guided, okay, to whatever is best for you. Okay, this universe is a smart machine. It builds timelines, it connects us all together. So trust the guidance and follow the guidance. Some things cannot be just replaced or reprogrammed, because you need to wait for a 7-year cycle for that whole build to still serve you and then be defragmented, because the planetary clockwork will give you an open portal for something to be transmuted, metabolized. Okay, because the nervous system also learns, the neuroplasticity learns from the ancestors. So many layers of behavior might have been influenced by trauma that happened to the great-great-great-grandmother. Okay, and then everything that was developed, how we build, how we live in the family system, family unit, how we think about work, productivity, whatever, since grandma or grandma, everybody did it in this way. So you have useful patterns, but they were created based on this initial conditioning that somebody hit the wall before. So not everything can be released at once, and some things you need to be patient with, other things you can do more promptly. And so because this question is very broad, I'm just giving a very broad display or a very broad array here of possibilities. But in general, your nervous system and the program and the installation that you inherit also, because it was developed by the ancestor, okay? So this has a job. When I put you in an environment, you can process that environment. This is the job that your operating system is doing. How you're going to interface with stuff, you need to understand what's around you. So whenever let's say I kick you from wherever you feel comfortable in your environment because you learned it, and put you in a freezing South Pole, Alaska environment, now you don't have a phone, no YouTube, no internet connection, and you have to catch fish under ice, and you don't know how to make a fire or whatever, you will start to freak out, okay? If I put you in a very crowded place where everybody's speaking a foreign language and you don't have a wallet, you don't have a phone, you don't know where you are, your nervous system is going to be like, I don't know what's happening, okay? Like, I don't know what to do. Nobody understands, where can I go? What do I need to do? So you will not understand how to navigate your environment. So different surroundings may give you a lesser or higher level of either anxiety or resistance. Like, I don't know how to adapt. Your body's saying, I don't know how to adapt to this environment. Even going from your friends into totally different culture, totally different crowd of people, okay? Like, I don't know, like you're a cozy person that likes privacy and drinking tea with your friends. And then you go to heavy metal concert and people are like really loud and they're like, hey, oh, have a beer. And you're like, what do I do? Okay, so if you start attending then heavy metal music concerts, and from the back row, you slowly adapt. And after 10 times, you're in the first row and you're like, highway to hell. And you adapted. So you're taking steps and familiarizing your body. Now we can do that by visualizing. Okay, this is what we do when we say manifestation works, because you're programming your subconscious, because you're visualizing yourself in the wish fulfilled. Well, you're actually creating a scene where you, as your body, are inside of an environment and the experience is happening. Because you're not manifesting things like house, car, wife, whatever, money. You're manifesting experiences. And when you visualize, you're introducing a new experience that wasn't there in your record, in your automation, in your neuroplasticity. You're introducing that to your body as if it was happening in the now. And the body starts to say, okay, I see myself in a heavy metal concert. And now that I'm accustomed to that environment, I can be in frequency, in resonance with that. And then you go and somebody's like, hey, let's go to this concert, and bam, you're there and you're like, bah, all right. So you manifested it, okay? It's just that if you desired it and you haven't visualized, when somebody would say, let's go to this new thing, your body would start to feel confused. And this is why you don't manifest, because let's go to this new thing, it's like a concert, and your body does not have a response, or like, yeah, let's do it. But it's like, I don't know, I'm supposed to go home and have tea with my friends where I'm cozy. And so you go into the known by automation. See? So really we're manifesting, we can desire anything, and whatever can be in our mind that already exists in the potential. Okay, what you're imagining, what you can see and visualize, your mind is browsing potential timelines, so it already exists. But now you're teaching your body to just make it default, to default it. Because whatever you do every day, whatever objects, environments, people you interface on a daily basis, this is for your nervous system defaulted, And it's not just safe, it's defaulted, it's very casual. So somebody may be very casual, writing with a pencil, and another person still on this planet is like, don't know how to write their name, but then they're really casual, like taking snakes and playing with snakes. Okay, like imagine this, like somewhere in India, this guy never went to school, and if he needs to like write something, like I don't know how to do this, like please help me, I'm freaking out. But then he takes cobras every day and then like plays with them and then like puts cobras in boxes and like cleans the cobra cage. So that person is completely normalized in the default state of like playing with these like poisonous, dangerous venom snakes. Another person might be on a default, just like trading millions of dollars. It's just like, unfortunately lost $1 million here, so we'll have to then increase this investment to get like 30% there, so we can cover for that. Okay, and then somebody freaks out about $10 or whatever, like something new happens and like you don't know how to process it in a way that's already defaulted. You start to feel overwhelmed, you start to feel anxious. Now your nervous system looking for an answer, how to adapt to that situation. If it's new, what to do. If you don't have a pattern installed, then it's like, what do I say? What do I do? So I might stutter. And I think in this movie that I mentioned in the beginning, Adam Sandler was this guy who is kind of like so awkward and stuttering and kind of not being able to express themselves. So you're going from your comfort into this new situation, whether you're mentally imagining that and then saying to your body, to your nerves, I'm safe. When you're doing breath work, you're actually helping the energy defragment. Okay, so that's an important note, yeah? How you do it, breath work, cold showers, anything that puts your body in high, running, jogging, I don't know, whatever gives you that. But then also, sometimes it's just not about activity, but about relaxing and having those waves of emotion pass through your nervous system. So releasing the anxiety, releasing the trauma is like 50-50. I say you do something that activates your energy, like squatting or running or whatever, right? Yoga. And then after that, breath work and relaxation. So you're helping the energy. Once you give it an energetic push and the body warms up and everything starts to circulate, then you start to breathe and relax and so now I'm also giving you like a like a I'm acting it out, yeah, because what I'm doing right now also, I'm using my voice as the oscillator. This is what I'm calling catharsis, okay? It can become really under the cold shower or around the fire, as tribal people do it. They do it. This is the hygiene of defragmentation. Tribal people, they know how to do that. They just like build a fire, the fire element purges the memory, and they all go and they're just like jump and dance around the fire, okay? So in the modern day and age, there's no big fires in the city where everybody's screaming and dancing and catharting the freak out of their memory, because tomorrow everybody feels like so rejuvenated. But you can go to a party. You can go to a party, like a techno party, whatever, and be like sweating, dancing, doing movement, and then. So life already have integrated behavior, socially accepted behaviors, where we transmute, whether we know we're like jogging and transmuting or partying and transmuting. But all of this helps. Even when everybody go and then, drink beers and then get loud in a bar and then express all kind of stuff in a drunk way, and people seem like, what are they saying? What are they doing? They're going a little bit off. They're expressing a lot of things that got clogged up, and they need to vent it out. So, a bar is a perfect environment when you have a lot of stuff being compressed and you need to vent, but also maybe, you can do the bar, and you can also do some healthier way, like a little bit of sauna, a little bit of jumping, cathartic expression, vocal reverberation, and then you hit the cold shower, you hit the sauna, you go jump and scream, you hit the cold shower, you hit the sauna, you go jump and scream, and you're helping your body push all of these energetics out. Okay, so this could be just general tips on how to maintain your operating system, because even if you're dealing with reprogramming, healing ancestral lineages, reprogramming your subconscious mind because there's a blockage there and it always messes up with something that it manifests for you, but it cringes you up and you're not able to go and meet yourself in that timeline, okay? For whatever reason, on whatever level you're doing this, these examples that I'm giving, like breathwork, like shower, jumping, catharsis, it's hygiene. Even if you don't have things that you think are blocking you, energetic memory clogs up pretty fast, and then we grow old because there's no energy circulation. So when we actually dance and jump and scream and do all of this stuff, we look more youthful, right? Because what? Regeneration of the cells. It's happening when energy can flow. If you're holding on to too many memories and you don't even know that they're going into your tissues, into your muscles, into your organs, and it's just jamming up everything, then it's like you're getting swollen, you're getting old, and it's not good for you. You see? So I think kind of covers a lot, but if you guys want me to go specifically into things, if you're finding this helpful, also please like and subscribe, help my channel grow. I'm just like jamming here. I have only few views still on this channel, but I feel like I'm sharing some valuable information, so I hope you guys are extracting that value. I hope. Let's pray it so. If you want me to go into specifics about anything, just drop a comment and I will give my best shot. Yeah? Okay, see you on the flip side.